The Beej by Brian. Transcribed by Redditor Tim STM. So there are a couple parts where just little bits are missing. But we'll read it anyway.
I've never done this before. At least, not with another man,
Said Danny, as he entered Brian's luxurious penthouse apartment overlooking Central Park. The smell of pure, undiluted testosterone was nearly overpowering, although Danny was continuing through, towards what he imagined would be the most intense physical pleasure he had ever experienced. Brian just nodded and motioned Danny toward the trapdoor towards the Beejatorium. It was going to be one hell of a Tuesday night. Danny opened the trapdoor only to reveal a staircase covered in the finest velvet, leading to the darkness below. The strains of the passage to Badcock ruffled through the air, played by the blah 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 blah, couldn't understand this tiny bit, Brian's private helicopter, which was stationed just outside the window to the apartment, hovering, waiting. Danny began to the stairs, but quickly stopped when he realized that Brian was no longer behind him. Danny looked around the room and quickly found Brian relaxing on a fur. Brian was below a crystal chandelier and was slowly applying layer upon layer of his Vanity brand lip balm. Transient decadence. Now it was Danny's turn to beckon Brian, who put the cover of his lip balm and placed it prominently on his right front pocket, so the outline of his plastic case formed a delicate protuberance, visible through the waist fringes of his professionally tailored leather pants. Brian fixed his gaze on Danny, slowly rose up out of his chair. That's chair. There are two question marks there, but I'm pretty sure that word is chair. And playfully, yet brusquely, pushed Danny down the stairs in a way that was not initially cool, but gradually became cool. As Danny tumbled down the velvet, a sly smile crept across his face as he realized that this evening was going to be about one thing, and about one thing alone. Him. Part 2. Next, darkness. Danny awoke slowly. He could not tell how much time had passed. Perhaps only seconds, but possibly hours. Although Danny's eyes had not yet adjusted to the darkness around him, he could sense movement. The stench of man's sweat assaulted his tender nostrils, in much the same way that he would have his junk assaulted by Brian's eager mouth. He could still faintly hear Rush playing in the darkness, but the song had moved on to a live version of Tom Sawyer, which the band had played at Brian's celebrity-filled 35th birthday party on the International Waters charted yacht, captained by supermodels. As his limbs brushed against 500 thread-count satin velvet sheets, Danny realized that he was in Brian's custom-made solid oak bed. Somebody must have gently placed him there while unconscious, and although he had no memory of the event, Danny appreciated the tender way in which he had been tucked in, stripped of his clothes, and given a full body shaved, rubbed down with white rose petals. Suddenly, the sound of freshly moistened lips smacking together rang from the darkness, and a shadow approached the bedside. It was Brian, and he was carrying the glow-in-the-dark lotion sampler given to him by President Obama, a personal friend. "I see you're hard," winked Brian.
Good. You'll be needing that.
Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. They're also things.